Hey, take a look at this. This is an awesome mount from the good people at PGYTECH. It's called the Caps Lock MantisPod Power Mount, which is for GoPro Heroes. It's an awesome like handheld device for like selfies and that kind of thing. You can also use it as a tripod, and it even comes with a remote control down the front here. It also has like 500 mega amp hours of battery power, all stored here inside this cool little handle, and it's going to become your favorite mount real soon. I can feel it. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why. Now let's do a bit of a quick unboxing of this little unit, and we'll show you what you get for your hard-earned cash if you happen to buy this little product. The main attraction is this beautiful piece of work here. This is the Mantis Power GoPro Edition mount that we've actually very excited to open and share with you today. Let's have a quick look at it right now. So as you can see here on the side, there's a dial which you can loosen, so you can use this little ball joint to move it around. PGYTECH's name's there on the front, which is really nice. There's also like a little charging point here too with USB-C on it. We'll explore more of that a little bit later on. And as we can see here as well, this is like a little unit that sits very nicely in here, but you can also use it as a remote control. How cool is that? I really like the look of that. Okay, and it's easy to kind of slot it back in. We'll flip it over. It's very, very well made. Now also in here we have a lanyard, which comes in super handy, so you're not going to lose it. In here is a door for the side of your GoPro. It's the GoPro replacement door is the official name, or the GoPro replacement door cover. And we can look here on the side how we can just push this up, and that's where you can slot it in to the USB-C port on the side of your GoPro when you need to charge it. So that's really cool. This here is a 1/4 inch mount, which you can actually slide into this little spot here on top of the MantisPod Power. And say for example you want to put on, say, a camera which has a thread on it, like for example the GoPro Hero 12 and the 13 actually has one of these threads on here, and you want to slide, you can just slide this in here like that. As you can see, nice and easily clicked on, and that means it's all good to go. So there's your little screw that can screw into like a regular SLR camera. If you want to use it for that, push it down to take it out. There you go, nice and easy. Now we've also got here another really cool thing too here. This is your action camera adapter, and it's got a really unique looking bottom piece that we showed you, as you can see there right now, sorry. And all you want to do is when you say putting your action camera on here, say a GoPro or maybe another model, you just got to slide it in like that, and she's locked on in. To take it off, you have to press the button in and it'll slide out. And not forgetting, on the very bottom, here on the bottom is an L-shaped wrench. I'm sure we'll find out what that does in a little while. And it wouldn't be a great product from PGYTECH without a good instruction guide in several different languages to get you started and up and running. All right, let's take a bit of a deeper look at this awesome little mount here, the Mantis Power Pro, or the MantisPod Power GoPro Edition. So first of all, if you have a look here, it's got this little cold shoe mount. You can put a light in there if you want to, but of course we're going to use it for action cameras here. So all you need to do is get your action camera mount, which is like this one here, and you just got to slide it into the top, and straight away you heard that click. Now, to make sure it doesn't come out, because to make it come out, you just got to press on this button and it slides out. There's this really cool locking system here, and if you turn this switch up to the lock option, now when you press that button, your camera is not going to move, which is a great feature. Okay, so another really cool thing is it's got this dial here on the side, and if you loosen that, it allows you to move this ball joint around, so you can actually have your camera in whatever option you want, and then once you're happy with it, you just got to tighten it here with the dial. You can even use it this way, so you can actually shoot vertically with your action camera, which is really, really cool. Okay, so another thing, of course, it is a tripod. So if you turn it around here and you lift up these little legs out here, you can see we've now created a tripod, and we can move that around like that. And what's super cool about this system is the MantisPod has this little inbuilt hook, and if we bring it back to this, if we lift it underneath here, we see here on the bottom part of the unit, If we lift that up, there's a little handy hook, and you can put this hook, say, over a fence or over maybe, I don't know, part of the garden, or maybe even like one of the steps on a ladder, for example, to use it as a bit of a tripod. This is what you use to plug into your action camera, as in your GoPro, to charge it, and it's got a very handy place where you can put it back afterwards here as well. When you do want to, say, charge the unit, it's pretty simple. If we have a look here on the side, you can actually lift up this little strip, and there's a USB spot there for you to charge up the unit. And as you can see, quick and easy, and it shows you with those indicator lights how much battery charge is remaining. All right, so one really cool thing is with this kit is you also get this little 1/4 inch screw mount as well that you can use on all sorts of cameras. It's like the standard mount for cameras, and of course you can use it on the bottom of some of the more later model GoPros, like the GoPro Hero 12 and the GoPro Hero 11 actually have provision for that. So you can just screw that in as well in case you don't want to use the normal mount that we use for action cameras. To actually make sure it's nice and tight though, this is where we're going to use this weird looking L-shaped wrench that came with the kit, and you can just use that to tighten it, to make it nice and tight. There you go, that's pretty firm. And then once again, we can just use the quick lock system. Whoops. Once again, we can just use the little quick lock system to kind of slide the GoPro in there, and you can lock it on. So that's a really cool option as well.
Okay, I'm really enjoying using this mount. It's just like so super versatile for any kind of situation that you may find yourself in, pretty much. I really like the fact that you can use it in so many different ways, like just a regular kind of selfie mode or vlogging mode. Say if you're out and about exploring a new city like Hong Kong or Hanoi or Sydney, Australia, like it's super easy for that. It's got a decent amount of reach, but the ball joint is what is the thing that really kills me and really makes life so much easier. It actually, believe it or not, you can actually have something on here which weighs up to 1 kilogram, which means you could even put a DSLR camera on or a mirrorless camera, and you could also use it with those particular items as well. Of course, you'd have to use the 1/4 inch screw mount, that whole accessory that's included with the kit. But yeah, look how easy it is. It goes from here to here in almost no time. The fact that you can lock it as well too, so you know that your camera is always going to be safe, doesn't matter where you are or you know what your situation is really super handy. And as we showed you at the beginning of this video, that little switch there is a bit of a godsend to make sure that you're going to be able to not lose, or to prevent you from losing your expensive little action camera. You can also use it for what's called briefcase mode as well. So briefcase mode is when you say want to film like something like maybe down low, and you might want to say be walking along and kind of holding the camera more in this kind of fashion. So you can still like hold the handle quite comfortably, and it's very sturdy hold, and so you can get those shots which are way down low. As you can see, it's super versatile.
Okay, another really cool thing here is this little remote control that you can easily take off, put your fingers on the side, lift it up. It's actually magnetic, which is really great. And it also means that you can actually attach this remote control to other magnetic items as well, like your refrigerator. One thing I really like this, say over the GoPro's similar looking mount from a couple of years ago, is that you can actually remove the remote and have it up to 10 meters away from where the camera is going to be. But you can, as you can see, you can take the remote control off the tripod. On GoPro's version, the remote control part was very much attached. With a full charge, it takes about an hour to charge it up. You can have up to 25 hours of battery life, which is really cool. And if you don't use it for about 3 minutes, it will automatically shut down to save you on battery, which is really cool.
Okay there, hope you're getting some value out of this video on the MantisPod Power Mount for GoPro Hero in this video. If you could do me a simple favor right now, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like button and the subscribe one. Just doing these couple of little things really helps the growth of my little channel, and I would be eternally grateful. Okay, thanks for listening. Let's get back to the video.
Okay, so as I said before, one of the awesome features is this handy little remote control, and it's super easy to pair it to your GoPro. All you need to do is swipe down your GoPro, want to go across to where you pair for items. We're using the GoPro Hero 12 right now, so if I tap on that one there, and now what I need to do, I need to turn on the power button. I'm going to hold that down, and you can see a little blue light is come on, and that's kind of flashing, and then it finishes flashing, and then when it goes solid, it means it's actually connected to the camera like so. So that means that right now she's all good to go. For some reason on my GoPro Hero it comes up as quick app, but that means that the remote in this case is paired. So if I go back out now to the main screen, all right, so now if I press this red button here, the big red button, and I press that, it's going to start recording. Simple as that. Now if I want to change modes, all I need to do is press the M button, which is just near my thumbnail here. If I press that, that's going to switch it to photo mode and time-lapse mode, and then once again I press the red button to start recording, and I can press it again to stop. That's really, really cool. All right, so equally cool is you can use this remote control with several different mobile phones like Android, iOS, among them, which of course are the two biggest ones. And it's very, very easy to pair this with your phone. So for what you want to do is you want to hold down, what you want to do is you want to hold down the power button and the mode button, these two buttons here on the remote control. So we're going to hold it down, so it's going to stop flashing blue, and then it's going to start flashing green, and then when it goes solid green, it means it's connected to your mobile phone. Now the title, which is going to be found under when you do a scanning on your phone, is going to say PGYTECH MP TAC G. Okay, so that just means that this remote control is now connected to your camera on your smartphone. Now if I go into the photo mode here, there you go, I'll turn that around. If I go into the photo mode here, and now if I press the red button here like that, it's just taken a photograph. If I go into video mode, once again I'll just press the button and it's going to start to record. This is really handy. The only things I find from my experience with the Samsung phone, if I press the mode button, it doesn't actually change between the modes like it does on the GoPro Hero. But besides that, I think it's a pretty handy feature. All right, so say if you want to change back from your phone back to controlling your GoPro, well, it's pretty simple. As you can see right now, this light is a solid green. That means it's been connected to the smartphone. But if you want to connect it back to the GoPro, you want to make sure, first of all, the GoPro is turned on. Now this time I'm using a Hero 11, which is slightly different to the Hero 12 that we connected with earlier. So from the rear screen on the 11, we're going to swipe down, and then we're going to swipe to the right, and then we're going to choose where it says Preferences. Right, so under Preferences, I'm going to tap on where it says Wireless Connections, and this time I'm going to tap on where it says Connect Device. Okay, so what I need to do now, because this light is green, is I need to hold down on the power button and the mode button together, hold them down for a few seconds, and you'll see the light now, it flashed for a minute blue, and then it went to solid blue. So what that means is the phone is no longer in the picture, and what it means is the remote control is now connected to the device. Now, an interesting thing from my experience is that this indicator means it's connected to what's listed here as waterproof shutter remote, which is this bottom option here. Okay, so if I just tapped on it just right now, just to kind of show you another way of connecting to it, you'll see how it's going to flash for a second, and then it's going to go solid again, and that's going to tell us that we have connectivity with the GoPro action camera. And now it says connection successful. Now if we go back to this, go back to the camera, look here at the camera on the mode we're on right now, which is the video mode. If I now press the record button, it's going to start recording just like that. Press it again to stop. Now if you want to change modes like we did on the Hero 12 before, press the M button and it'll switch to a photo or time lapse, and you're good to go. If you want to turn off the camera and the remote, all you need to do is just hold down the power button for a few seconds, and you'll just see how that's just turned off the camera as well. That's a really, really cool function.
All right, so around about 10 meters behind me, if we have a look around about here somewhere, there is my GoPro Hero 12, and it's recording the Hero 11, which is on the PGYTECH MantisPod, and that's been connected to the remote. You can see the light is lit full and solid blue right now. If I press the red button like so, that is going to start recording on that particular device. Press it again to stop it,
and it's as simple as that. If I press the M button, like I showed you earlier, that'll change to a different mode. And then when I press the red button again, this time it's taking a photograph. Now, as we showed you too, you can also use it with mobile phones as well. You can connect the remote control to the mobile phone. The one thing it is missing in the kit, which would be great, is an accessory where you could actually connect a mobile phone to this, say, action camera mount, or even the 1/4-inch mount that's with the kit. But unfortunately, it doesn't have that. You can get those things from other companies. I'll put a link in the description below to the one which I use, which is a great one from Lanzi. So that's a bit of a downside, but besides that, it's really, really, really awesome. Alright, so one of the really cool things about the remote control for the, dropped it, the PGYTECH is if you want to get a photo, if you want to record any footage, this is the back end of a sheep here. If you want to record any footage with your camera, it's super simple and easy to do from a distance. Right? Right, buddy? Right, Skippy? Yeah? He agrees. And it only takes a second to change it to the different mode.
Oh my
Hello. This guy's what do you call it? A photo bomber, a video bomber. And that's one of the... It's one of my favorite things about this awesome little accessory from PGYTECH. All right, we've got a bit of a more of a menagerie here. We've now got a duck approaching. A lot of sheep. Oh, I got the back end of a sheep. Hang on, buddy. God, it's supposed to be just me and a kangaroo in this shot. All right, here comes a duck. All right, come here, ducky. Yeah, look at that. This is actually a really ideal thing, this little like remote control. If you say want to make sure you capture the shot of you filming your new best friend. So I've got a camera set up there in the tree, which we saw from the shot there before. So we come a little bit closer, buddy. Come on. I want to get you on camera, all right? See, like this. See, there we go. And here it is, and it's all being controlled by this little remote control from PGYTECH. No, you can't eat that. I need the control. Okay, I think he's still hungry. Okay, one more bit, because you're on a diet come tomorrow, aren't you? Holy he's just ripped the bottom of the bag. So bag's been ripped. Not very nice. Your manners are not good. All right, here we go. Get that on camera. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, almost took my thumb. Almost took my thumb. Great. Awesome. Right on. Good idea, Tim. This is a really versatile little accessory, and one that I can think you can use like a million different ways. It's something that I'm always going to be carrying in my kit from now on. Just how handy and versatile it is, you know, with the tripod, the remote control, and all that extra battery power. That is a bit of a godsend. There are a couple of downsides though. I would have liked it if it had, say, had a 1/4-inch little screw connector here on the bottom of the tripod, so I could connect it to a normal tripod if I was out and about. And it's not waterproof, which is, you know, which would be kind of like a nice accessory to kind of have, especially because sometimes you might find yourself in inclement weather. But besides that, this is a great accessory, and one that I seriously think you should definitely check out and perhaps add to your own personal action camera kit. To learn more about action cameras, mounts, accessories, and how to get the most out of these little amazing creatures, you want to click on this video over here next. Thanks for your company, and I'll see you in the next video.